What's up, guys? This is the Honest Outlaw here, and today we're out on the range again for another First Shots video, and I have something very unique and very sought after to show you guys. I have the Chiappa Rhino, however you want to pronounce it. I'm going to go with Chiappa, but it's the 50 DS, I believe. This is a 357 Magnum, and there's a lot of interesting little features about this firearm that separate it from almost any other firearm that I've ever tried. Now first, a little disclaimer, I'm not exactly a revolver guy, although I do know how to shoot handguns pretty well, so I should be able to run this okay, but I don't have a lot of experience with it, so you might see a little bit of funny fumbles and stuff today. But essentially, this is the release lever here for the cylinder. Cylinder pops out like that. As you can see, it's a standard 6-shot. Now it does have a fake hammer up here, so you can cock it into single action if you want that nice single action pull. And it does have a very nice single action pull, similar to most other revolvers. But I'm probably going to shoot the majority of the time in double action. And the double action trigger is not that bad. It's not amazing, it's not like Smith & Wesson Performance Center, but it's not that bad. It comes with a fiber optic front with a blacked out rear, my favorite sighting setup, so that'll be pretty cool. The sights are also adjustable. No, I have not adjusted them. I have not shot this pistol at all. I basically got this out, felt it up a little bit, like you should, and after that, we're just gonna shoot it and see how it performs. I did get this used. I got it in a trade with a couple of other guns that I traded for recently. I understand that used guns some of you guys don't like, but I like a lot of used guns because I buy almost all the guns for the channel. So I have to get what I can get to show you guys what I can show you. Now this was a hugely requested firearm for one main reason that separates it from almost every other revolver in the market. I believe every other, but there could be a few out there, is that it does have the barrel is in line with the bottom chamber on the cylinder there, and that gives it the lowest bore axis that you could possibly have on a revolver. So that's pretty cool. The idea about that is it's going to stop muzzle flip and it's going to push right back into your hand. Now I've heard from a lot of other reviewers that that is true, so I would like to test that out today as well. This gun is actually, now one thing I noticed about it that I was really surprised about when I picked it up is the weight. I haven't tested the weight yet, but I thought this was gonna be a lot heavier than what it is. I would see no problem carrying this. It is very, very light for what you have. I can't even imagine how light the snub-nosed version of this would be. So without further ado, we got a Speedloader here, and we'll load this gun up and we'll get it on the range and see how it shoots. So this will be the first time I shoot the Chiappa Rhino, and we're gonna shoot her in double action and see how that goes. Alright, so it didn't go that well. We had a couple of misfires right there. That might be due to my super cheap Winchester white box. So we'll see if it performs a little bit better than that. Had a couple of light strikes, it looked like. A little bit better. Now that could have been me short stroking the trigger too. I'll have to see on the actual footage itself whether that was me or whether that was the gun. We'll see. Single action. Alright, so those were just empty chambers because I didn't bring enough ammo. One thing I've noticed already about the Chiappa is that the controls are a little bit sticky. The cylinder definitely does not swing out like a high quality revolver, like a Colt Python or like a Performance Center or something like that. The hammer is very difficult to cock back in comparison, but it is a faux hammer, so you know, what are you going to have there? The recoil itself is very, very light. I was impressed. Now these are 38s. I'll be shooting 357 through the actual review, but I just grabbed a couple boxes of 38 when I came out here. And beyond that, the one thing you're gonna have to pay attention to is the grip of the firearm. You're gonna have to make sure that you don't put a thumbs forward grip like you would on a semi-auto, because since the chamber is on the bottom, the little bit of gases that escape can't burn your finger. I haven't had that happen, but I've just seen that in reviews, so I'm just taking their advice and trying not to learn from my own personal mistakes. So we'll shoot it again and we'll find out. Apparently I suck. Tried to go fast, missed every one.
It happens sometimes, honey.
It does.
Happens to all of us regular peasant shooters.
Is that right? I'm gonna have to slow way down with that double action trigger apparently. I don't mind double action triggers, but sadly, pretty much the only ones I shoot are CZ custom double action triggers, and those are pretty smooth, especially in comparison to this. I'm just jerking the trigger, it's all my bad. If I slow down a little bit, stage the trigger. Now see, one thing that you're gonna have if you shoot a lot of semi-autos and you don't shoot a lot of revolvers is that I'm trying to reset the trigger too quickly and I'm skipping a cylinder with a round in it. So those are not misfires, that's just me being a dumbass. And that's one thing that I'm gonna have to train through, because like I said, I don't shoot a lot of revolvers. I do shoot some, and the revolvers I do shoot are generally single action. So I don't have that problem. Try the Speedloader now. Okay, we got a little bit of quirks with this gun that I'm gonna have to work out clearly. I am not operating it to my best of my ability. But, you know, that happens. One thing I do like about this gun though, is that it feels really good shooting it one-handed, so you can get your Rick Grimes on. What do you think, Carl? Is it good?
Sure.
So we weren't counting rounds correctly, and I was having fun. Part of it's because I'm learning to use the platform, but the other part of it's just, you know, just kind of a joking type day. But I am gonna try to shoot the last 2 rounds of this single action, and I've decided I'm at least gonna try to shoot one of them one-handed. And we're at 50 yards, so we'll see how we do. My guess is not that well, but we'll see. Oh. What the hell is going on? Oh. I've been timing the cylinder for the top chamber, so I keep dropping the hammer on the top cylinder, because you know, if you only have 2 rounds in a 6-round chamber, like I'll show you here. Hold on a minute. So if you only have 2 rounds, a lot of times you'll set it up like this for single action, right? And you'll pop it in, this will be the empty chamber, then you'll pull the hammer back and it will chamber the round. Well, I'm having a little difficulty on why the hell that won't work. And again, second time today, well, probably a lot more than that, but second time on this video, I'm a dumbass. You have to time the chamber for the bottom cylinder. So if I want the round to go off when I press single action, I actually have to put the round here. So this will be the actual chamber.
Oh.
Takes some getting used to. Okay. Definitely not Rick Grimes yet. Oh, missed. Got him. So all in all, it's a quirky little gun just because of the operator, but does it do what it's advertised? Well, so far so good. I think all the malfunctions were all caused by me and my lack of being able to run a revolver correctly, so I'm sure I'll get a lot of funny comments about that. Be a little nice. And the gun itself seems to be exceptionally well made. It looks very, very cool. I mean, it really does. It looks pretty space age. I've already had a couple of my buddies look at this on social media and immediately say they want to come and shoot this. The recoil is very, very light. Now, I'm going to try it with some full power 357 loads, especially for the review, and see if it's really that or if it's just the Winchester White Box 38 Special that I'm shooting through it. So the recoil is very good. The sights are very good. The operation of the gun seems to be good if you know what you're doing. Seems to be an awesome little handgun. I know that the grip itself is a little bit small for me for a 4-inch gun. I wish that the grip was larger. I'm sure there's probably replacement grips out there somewhere. Whether I do that or not is a different story, because it does look really awesome. I know some people like the, not the nickel, but the silver finish. I personally like the black and the wood finish. It looks really, really cool. But the rail itself looks like it would be horribly inoperable. I don't know how you would be able to reach a weapon light way out there. I would have probably set it back a little bit, but we'll test that too, because I know some people are going to want to use this for a home defense gun. And I know that a lot of people say you can use a handheld light. Well, you certainly can, but using a weapon light is much easier, and that's my preferred method. So we'll try like a Surefire X300 or something off there to make it look even more ridiculous. And like I said, it's a good little gun. It's very accurate if you know what you're doing. And yeah, I guess you'll have to wait for the full review. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Please help out your local homeless shelters, and remember to recycle. I'll check you later.